Good morning, everyone. Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Ottawa, Canada. And it's a chilly -24 with wind chill today, so it's a good day to be playing in my craft studio. And today I'd like to show you a card design that I saw online, so it's not an original idea to me, but I just love the way that it showcases our beautiful designer series paper. And no matter which paper you're using, this card design is sure to focus on both sides of the paper. Usually when we have our designer series paper, it's beautiful on both sides, and sometimes it's hard to choose which side to use. So this card lets the person that you're giving the card to see both sides of the beautiful paper. So here's a sample of some of the cards that I'm going to be showing you, and then I'm going to show you how to do this design. But before I do, I just want to give you a couple of updates. Just a reminder that we are using our January to June new mini catalog, and some of the products that I'll be showing you today are from this catalog. And it's a beautiful catalog, and the poppies on the front are one of the feature items in the catalog. And I'm an avid gardener, and poppies come up. I have poppies that look just like this that come up in my garden in the spring. So I was really drawn to the cover of the catalog and also this beautiful designer series paper that I'm going to show you on a couple of the cards that I've made today. I also wanted to remind you that this is Sale-a-bration, and during Sale-a-bration, for every $60 that you order in Canada, before tax and shipping, you can choose a Sale-a-bration item. And there's some that are qualified at the $60 and some at the $120. And I'm going to show you this punch today. Actually, we've used it on one of the cards. And the stamp sets are really beautiful. And you can only get them free. Well, that's really a good deal. When you purchase from Stampin' Up! This is a really cute one as well. And they're coming out with some new products starting March 3rd. So they'll be releasing some alternative products, and this flowering foils paper is really, really beautiful. And the other thing about Sale-a-bration is it's the perfect time to purchase the starter kit, which is always the best deal in the catalog. And if you purchase a starter kit, you can become one of my Pinery Paper Pals group. We meet once a month. We share ideas, we craft, we look at what's new in the catalog and try out some of the new products. But during Sale-a-bration, it's always a really sweet deal, but during Sale-a-bration, it's even sweeter because you get to choose for $135, you get to choose $165 of any product that you want from the catalog, from the annual catalog, from this catalog. And then on top of that, you get this adorable mini trimmer that I keep right on my desk and use all the time. And it's not available for purchase. It's only available through this promotion. You also get a sampling of the designer series paper that I was talking about a minute ago. Look how cute that is. And it's cute on that side, and it's cute on this side. So you'll have 48 sheets, so a sample of most of the designer series paper in the catalog, and actually one of the Sale-a-bration papers as well. This lily one, which is really pretty. So that's a really great deal to get a little sampling. There's no other place you can get a sample of the designer series paper. So that's an awesome, awesome bonus for signing. And then on top of that, you get one free stamp set of your choice. So if I were you, I would choose one of the most expensive ones in the catalog, because it doesn't matter which one you choose. So this one, Well Said, is a 2-pack stamp set. It retails for $61, so you could get it free on top, as well as the paper and the trimmer. So this one's a great one with just sentiments for everything you need. And I hold classes, and these are a lot of the sentiments that people are looking for. Anniversary, a lot of anniversary. Retirement, it's really hard to find a sentiment for retirement. Hooray, Father's Day, Mother's Day. Sympathy, unfortunately we have to make a lot of sympathy cards. Congratulations, it's an awesome set. So $61. So on top of the $165 worth of product, you could get a stamp set, the paper pack, and the trimmer, and you get to be part of Pinery Paper Pals, which in itself is really, really fun. So check out my blog, which is right here, for more information about joining. So that's just my little commercials before we start. So don't forget, Celebration, great time to buy, and the starter kit. All right, so let me just rearrange these again, and I'm going to show you the card design that I'm currently in love with. Like I said, I didn't make this up. I saw it from another Stampin' Up! Demo. I don't remember who, but I've been using it a lot for a lot of different things. And actually, one of the first ones I did was a Valentine's Day card. So what you do for this card, it's a regular 5.5, and then you just cut it like you regularly would, and then you cut it at 5.25, so that you just have this 1-inch piece at the fold. And then when you open the card, here's the front of this paper, and there's the back of the paper. Isn't that just so cute? Because the paper, how do you choose which one? They're both so cute. And then I've added a little scalloped trim along here. And if you do visit my blog, I've posted 3 of these cards on my blog. I'm doing a countdown to spring because in Ottawa, winter is really, 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 really long. And I love winter, but I also love spring. And all the seed catalogs are coming in right now, so I'm really getting itchy feet to get out in my garden. So I decided I would design cards that have flowers on them. That's the next best thing to not being able to garden. So this one used the Valentine's Day paper and the cute little doilies that we had, but I really just want to show you the card design. And all the instructions and measurements are on my blog. So I'm just going to show you a few samples and then we're going to make one together. So here's a Valentine's one. I love this one, and that shows off that little punch that we just saw in the Celebration catalog. And this paper is called Best Dressed, and it's got cute little lipsticks and perfume and shoes, and it also has beautiful, beautiful florals. And then I've just used the punch and the 3-leaf punch. And this this little cutout, die cut, is from the So Sentimental bundle. And I have used this so much since I got it. In fact, this saying is from that as well. And this is an item in the new January to June catalog. I'll just grab it and show it to you. So it's right here. And the bundle, when you buy the framelits and the stamps, or the punch and the stamps as a bundle, it's always 10% off. So that's a sweet deal. And it's $66.50. So if you purchase this, you would be able to choose a free Celebration item. Or better yet, if you decided to get the starter kit, you could include this bundle in it. Awesome. Anyways, the bundle has great sayings. We're going to use a couple of them today. And the framelits, just the size of them is really good. Some framelits are so small it's hard to put a sentiment in, but these ones are perfect. And I love the scallop rectangles. It's really, really pretty. So I'll show you a couple of cards using these framelits in my samples today. So that's the next one. So I like to add vellum to give it that kind of feminine touch, just some little pearls. And then this scallop is from this set that was out last year and was returned in the annual catalog, and it's called Be Mine Stitched Framelits. And it's this little one here. It's easier to see there. So you just run it through. I use my little scraps that I cut off the edge when I'm cutting down my cardstock. But it really adds, this set has a lot. I used it a lot during Valentine's Day for wedding cards or anniversary cards. It's very practical. So that's a great set. Be Mine Stitched Framelits. So that's what I've used on this card and one of the other cards as well. So that's the first sample card. This one is using the Peaceful Poppies Designer Series paper. And I do have poppies that come up in my garden, more this color, in the spring. So I love, this is a watercolor wash type of card. Same design when you open it up. Beautiful. And then again, I've used the So Sentimental dies. Actually, the dies are called Stitched So Sweetly. The whole bundle is called So Sentimental. So I've used Mossy Meadow, some white, and then this is Blackberry Bliss. And then these are from the Peaceful Poppies Elements kit. It's a really good kit and such a good buy. I think it's $8.50, and you get all these little elements that you can use on your cards. And then I've used the Sprig Punch with some vellum and Mossy Meadow. This one again features the Peaceful Poppies Designer Series paper, and again I've added that little scallop And I've combined Pool Party and Poppy Parade. And again, those are those elements, and I don't know if you can see the little vellum ones behind. Just makes it really pretty. And then some linen thread, and I've colored these using my stamping blends. And again, when you open it up, how beautiful is that? So the card's beautiful on the front and the inside. This is another one using the Peaceful Poppies and just some elements from that suite of products. I just wanted to show you again the design of the card. And then this one is using the tropical paper, and this is another punch and stamp set from the catalog. Let's see if I can quickly find it. I had bought it by pieces, and I'm glad I ended up getting all of the elements because I think it'll be really useful if I can find it. There we go. So the Label Me Lovely punch is the one I've used on this card, and then it coordinates with the Layered with Kindness stamp set. And those are greetings that you would use all the time. Happy birthday and thank you for your kindness. I like that. So a very simple card again, but look at how beautiful it is with the two sides of the Designer Series paper. Alright, so I'm just going to show you quickly, we're going to make a card together. And this one is using the Birthday Bonanza cardstock. And again, when you look at it, like which side do you want to use? So this card allows you to use both sides. So you'll see how this was just when you normally chop your paper in half. So you do that. And then you chop it, so that's 5 1/2. So it's 8 1/2 by 11. You chop it in half, 5 1/2. And then you score it at 5 1/4. And that gives you that 1 inch little band that you're going to put your paper behind. And then you can save this piece because on some of the other cards you could use it to cut out one of these little shapes. Or just toss it. I have a little storage that I use. So then the trick for this is you want to place your paper so that it's centered. And you have to remember you're not going to be gluing it right to the edge. Almost to the edge, but not quite. So I like to put my glue on this side. So I'm just going to take Snail for now. I just think 2 rows will be enough. So you don't want to go quite to the edge, but you can go right to the edge here. So again, I like to center it and then just fold this over. How simple is that? And there you have your card. You could put that piece on the front too. They're both equally as beautiful. All right, and for my greeting, I'm using the So Sentimental stitched dies, but in my magic made for video box, I have them already pre-cut. So that's the larger one on Daffodil Delight, and then the smaller one on Whisper White. So I'm just going to put my greeting in the middle. I've already done a nice little bow to add to it as well. So again, from that same stamp set, the So Sentimental, which I had here a second ago. I'm going to use This Calls for Confetti, and then they do have little confettis, which I thought was really cute. So I'm going to try putting that on. Just going to grab a little piece of paper. Right, probably will go off the edge. So I'm going to use Daffodil Delight for the confetti. And I'm just going to do it kind of around the edges. Whoops. Sometimes these really small stamps, you have to be careful not to get that little edging circle. So you really have to just press straight up and down. You're not going to really be able to tell because I'm going to stamp a greeting in there as well, but I know it's that perfectionist in me, so that's good for that. And then for the greeting, I've used Bermuda Bay paper, so I'm going to use Bermuda Bay ink for the greeting. And it says, This Calls for Confetti. Just going to stamp it on my paper to see how it lines up. Perfect. Awesome. So cute. card is really easy and quick to put together. So then I usually put snail on the first layer and then pop up the second layer. So I'll just put some snail on here, attach it, and then I like to pop up this layer. That looks good. And I like to use the little edges of my dimensional sheets because they're perfectly fine. It actually gives you a nice little strip. I know some people put a lot of dimensionals on. I'm not a huge dimensional girl, but I do like it popped up. So let's just add this. Oh, there we go. So cute. And then I'm going to just take a little glue dot, if I can find it. Which I can't right now. Okay. Oh, here they are. I take a glue dot, add it to the bottom. And then that's cute in itself, but I'm going to see if I can add some of these little pom-poms. And I like to use my liquid glue for these. I don't know. Maybe you found a better thing to add the pom-poms. But I find the liquid glue works the best. You just have to give it time to dry. And maybe one here. I think I'll add, I think this is called Grapefruit Grove. Maybe a Bermuda Bay. And not sure which red this is. Maybe Poppy Parade. There. So how cute is that? Now it does take a few minutes for the glue to dry on these ones, but there you have a nice array of cards using this. I'm just going to set this one aside while I line the other ones up. Using the same design of a card. And if you want all the measurements, you can visit my blog, mariannecowan.com. And for the next, it's 27 days until spring, so for the next 27 days I'm going to be featuring a different card each day, a different card or maybe a little 3D project that reminds me of spring and gives me hope that yes, the snow will melt and spring will come. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my website at mariannecowan.com for all the latest updates. Have a great day.